And there came a time known as the third millennium, a time when the people of the earth were ravaged by disease, pestilence, and poisons, a time when the horsemen of the apocalypse ran the multinational corporations, a time when America's citizens were waking up to a future of no money and no jobs, a time when a special man came forward, a man that your American taskmasters did not want you to see or hear, a man whom they took prisoner and hid away, a man whose name is Yahweh ben Yahweh. For telling people the truth, Yahweh ben Yahweh was taken prisoner by the minions of darkness. For giving people hope, Yahweh ben Yahweh was led away to Golgotha. This is the continuing story of the past and of the future, about good and about evil, about your life and what it will become. A story that tells why the so-called black man of America had to suffer for over 400 years. A story of what will happen to the so-called black man if he returns to the laws, statutes, judgments, and commandments of God Yahweh. Olam shall Yahweh. The universe of Yahweh. Brought to you by the nation of Yahweh. Working for you and your future.
Good or evil, life or death. This is your choice in this, the year 6004, the year of judgment. Shalom and welcome to the universe of Yahweh. My name is Josiah Israel and I am your host. For over 7 years now, we have been discussing some of the things the Bible said would occur in the day of judgment. We warned you that the weather was going to change and that the powerful forces of nature were going to bring terrible destruction upon America and the world, and that it was going to get worse and worse and worse, and it has. We alerted you that violence in the public schools was going to increase, and it has. We showed you in the scriptures that forewarned of wickedness in high places, and we are witnessing today gross misconduct and serious crimes being committed by some of our highest elected officials. What lies ahead for America and the world is nothing less than the proliferation of deadly diseases and plagues as foretold in the Bible. But there is hope. The Bible tells us that at the end the Messiah would be revealed, and at that time he would save the righteous from this impending destruction. That one, the Messiah, is Yahweh ben Yahweh. So we invite you to join us in the universe of Yahweh, featuring the commandments of Yahweh and the Messiah revealed. First, the commandments of Yahweh.
For 6,000 years, we have been suffering at the hands of rulers who transgress the laws of Yahweh and teach all people throughout the earth to transgress the laws of Yahweh. In order to have peace, love, and harmony upon the earth, we must return to keeping the commandments, judgments, laws, and statutes of Yahweh. All of us have been taught that the commandments, judgments, laws, and statutes in the Old Testament Bible do not count today. In this series, we will show you that the commandments, judgments, laws, and statutes in the Old Testament Bible do count, and that if we govern our lives according to these commandments, judgments, laws, and statutes of God Yahweh, then we will have peace and goodwill upon the earth forever. We invite you to study along with us. However, in order to do so, you must have the following tools: a King James Version of the Bible, several dictionaries, the New Strong's Exhaustive Concordance, a set of encyclopedias, Hebrew and Greek lexicons, a thesaurus, and a synonym finder.
Shalom. My name is Sarah Abigail Yisrael. We are discussing the commandments of Yahweh. Many people have been taught that the first commandments were given to Moses. That is not true. The truth is, the first two commandments ever given to man were given to Adam in the Garden of Eden, which were to dress it and to keep it. We have been doing some extensive research of the word keep. Keep in Hebrew is shamar, and one of its meanings is to be on the lookout for or to be expectant of the future birth of a child. We have been discussing some of the things the Bible said would happen to this one child, the Messiah, Yahweh ben Yahweh, that would identify him as the one promised to come to deliver or restore us, the lost sheep of the house of Israel, the so-called black man of America, who are descendants of slaves, to the promised land. Last week, we showed you who caused us to believe the story about a made-up character called Jesus and how it was done. The answer was revealed in Job, chapter 1, verse 7, when Yahweh asked Satan the question, "Whence comest thou?" Satan himself answered and said, "From going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it." We went to the books of understanding, the dictionaries, and picked apart "whence comest thou" and all the related words. Our research revealed that it is Satan who has caused the whole world to believe his story about a character called Jesus. He did this by going to and fro and from walking up and down in the earth with verbal expressions that have caused the people of earth to believe that which is false. He has been going to and fro and walking up and down in the earth, communicating ideas by use of signs, more specifically, gestures of the cross, to cause the people to believe in the birth, crucifixion, persecution, death, and resurrection of Jesus that never happened before. Satan has been going to and fro and walking up and down in the earth, holding something external in his hand that stands for or signifies something spiritual to entice the people of the earth to depart from the truth by falsely teaching that the laws of the Bible do not count anymore. We gave you the facts to show that Satan deliberately created a character with the English name Jesus to stand in direct opposition to Yahweh ben Yahweh, the Son of Yahweh, the true Messiah. We asked the question, what people presently, today, are going to and fro and walking up and down in the whole earth using the sign of the cross as their symbol? Today, we will answer that question by presenting some compelling facts to show that these people are called Jesuits and are known as the company or society of Jesus. We shall prove our claim beyond a reasonable doubt. So, let us start by giving you some historical facts about the Jesuits. On the authority of Webster's New World Dictionary, 3rd College Edition, copyright 1994, on page 725, a Jesuit is defined as a member of the Society of Jesus, a Roman Catholic religious order for men, founded by Ignatius Loyola in 1534. Documented in the American College Dictionary, copyright 1966, on page 1052. Roman Catholic is described as pertaining to the Roman Catholic Church. On this same page, the Roman Catholic Church means the Christian church of which the Pope or Bishop of Rome is the supreme head. From these definitions, we can gather that a Jesuit is a member of the Society of Jesus, a religious order for men belonging to the Christian church of which the Pope is the supreme head. To find out what the Pope has commissioned this religious order to do, we will take you back to the year 1540, 6 years after it was founded. Stated in the book entitled The Kingfisher Illustrated History of the World, copyright 1992, on page 368, it states, 6 years later, 1540, he, Pope Paul III, approved the founding of the Society of Jesus, or Jesuits, which had been founded by Ignatius Loyola to spread Catholicism. From this documentation, we see that the Jesuits were approved by Pope Paul III to spread Catholicism. Stated in the American College Dictionary on page 1169, spread means to stretch out to the full width. Referenced in the Encarta World English Dictionary, copyright 1999, on page 289, Catholicism is defined as the beliefs, doctrines, and rituals of a Catholic church. According to the American College Dictionary, on page 191, Catholic Church is described as a visible society of baptized, professing the same faith under the authority of the invisible head, Christ, and the authority of the visible head, the Pope, and the bishops in communion with him. Based upon these facts, Jesuits are those who have been commissioned by the Pope to go to and fro and to walk up and down in the full width of the earth, using the sign of the cross to baptize a society of people who profess the same belief, doctrine, rituals, and faith of the Christian church, of which the Pope or Bishop of Rome is the supreme head. These same Jesuits are to ensure that Christian adherents are under the authority of the invisible head, Christ, and the authority of the visible head, the Pope, and bishops in communion with him. What does it mean to be under the authority of the invisible head, Christ, while at the same time under the authority of the visible head, the Pope, and bishops in communion with him? Come, let us find out. Stated in Roget's second, The New Thesaurus, Expanded Edition, copyright 1988, on page 70, authority means a person with a high degree of knowledge in a particular field. Addressed in the Encarta World English Dictionary on page 945, invisible means hidden from view. Documented in the American College Dictionary on page 556, head means one to whom others are subordinate. Referenced in Chambers' 21st Century Dictionary, copyright 1996, on page 245, Christ means the Messiah, whose coming is prophesied in the Old Testament, a picture of Jesus. Thus, Jesuits are commissioned by the Pope to spread the beliefs, doctrines, and rituals of the Catholic Church. They are a religious order of men that lay claim to the same faith under one man, the Pope, who has a high degree of knowledge that is hidden from public view. This hidden or secret knowledge is about one man, Yahweh ben Yahweh, the Messiah, to whom others are subordinate and whose coming is prophesied in the Old Testament. It is the Jesuits' responsibility to keep the knowledge concerning the Messiah, whose coming is prophesied in the Old Testament, hidden from view under a picture of Jesus, and at the same time sanction the visible one, the Pope, and his subordinates, the bishops in communion with him. Subsequently, the Jesuits are under the authority of the Pope. They have been going to and fro and walking up and down in the full width of the earth, using the cross to deceive the whole world with the beliefs, doctrines, and rituals of the Catholic Church, and with the picture of a man called Jesus. Tune in next week, because we are going to reveal some shocking facts about the Jesuits from another perspective, as we continue to give you some background information about the New Testament before we begin to decode the prophecy in Matthew chapter 27, verses 62 and 64, as we continue our course of singling out the family of Adam from the perspective of the word watch and its relationship to keep. I bear witness to you today that the Messiah, Yahweh ben Yahweh, is here.
I bear witness to you today that the Mahdi is here.
I bear witness to you today that Shiloh is here.
I bear witness to you today that the great light is here.
I bear witness to you today that the Grand Master of the Celestial Lodge, Architect of the universe, is here.
I bear witness to you today that the Enlightened One is here.
I bear witness to you today that the one all religions has been speaking of for over 6,000 years is here.
Thank you for listening, and join us next week as we continue our discussion of the commandments of Yahweh.
Yahweh ben Yahweh is being denied freedom of religion. Yahweh ben Yahweh is being denied freedom of association. Yahweh ben Yahweh is being denied freedom of speech by the United States Parole Commission, which has blatantly disregarded the First Amendment to the Constitution of the United States, which says,
Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble, and to petition the government for a redress of grievances.
On June 1st, 2001, the United States Parole Commission, Department of Justice, ordered Yahweh ben Yahweh to adhere to some of the most horrendous restrictions ever placed upon an American citizen. Here is just one of several onerous conditions the United States Parole Commission has placed on Yahweh ben Yahweh upon his release.
You shall not associate or have any contact with members of the Black Hebrew group. This includes direct or indirect contact through any means, to include internet, television, radio, phone, written form, or in person. This includes residence, employment, social,
or other activities without the prior written approval of your U.S. probation officer.
According to the Barron's Legal Guide Law Dictionary, copyright 1996 on page 100, the Constitution is the supreme law of the land, and it cannot be abrogated even in part by statute. Yet, the United States Parole Commission, an agency of the United States government, has itself violated the Constitution by imposing such restrictions on Yahweh ben Yahweh. Not being permitted to associate and communicate with those who are Black Hebrew Israelites significantly infringes upon Yahweh ben Yahweh's right to minister, to worship, and to freely assemble as guaranteed under the First Amendment. If the United States Parole Commission executes this mandate, it will erode the constitutional rights of all Americans, regardless of race, creed, or color. More of your constitutional rights shall be taken away if we do not contest the action the United States Parole Commission has taken against this one man, Yahweh ben Yahweh. To see how, visit our website at www.yahwehbenyahweh.com.
Who is worthy? Who is worthy to open the book? Who is worthy to open the book and loose the seals thereof?
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. At the end of time of evil rule, the Anointed One, the Messiah, shall appear. In 1979, Yahweh ben Yahweh came to Miami and became the spiritual leader and founder of the Nation of Yahweh. Although he took a vow of poverty, in 7 years he guided the nation to amass a $250 million empire. Under his direction, the Nation of Yahweh has grown to encompass disciples, followers, and supporters in over 1,300 cities within the U.S. and 16 foreign countries. Yahweh ben Yahweh is bringing about changes in the lives of individuals and is giving the world the keys to success in life, politically, economically, educationally, socially, and spiritually.
You shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger. This word, find, is cryptic and comes from the Greek word eurisko, and it means to find, get, obtain, perceive, and see. This word, find, is part of the divine puzzle, which is designed to conceal from sight judgment, opinion, and scrutiny. The use of this word is designed to prevent its true meaning from being seen or discovered. The use of the word find is to show that it is used to conceal from knowledge its true intent. Only Yahweh ben Yahweh, the Messiah himself, is able to loose the seals of the Scriptures for our salvation. This word, find, was used very carefully in order to keep secret its true meaning and intent. This word, find, when understood correctly, is designed to affect, stimulate, and make an impression on the lost sheep of the house of Israel, the so-called black men of America.
Remember that this is the morning of the third day, and I shall rise again. I am the resurrection. All of prophecy tells you that I shall rise again. It's all about that. Luke chapter 2, verse 34. No doubt about it. Again, I love you forever, bless you forever. I remind you once again, my associates are children of the light. That just brings laughter to my heart, to my soul, to realize that at last I have those of you that love peace. And I only want to be in the presence of those of you that love peace. I love you forever. Shalom Aleichem.
We are truly blessed, for Yahweh ben Yahweh is loosening the seals of the scriptures and revealing the true meaning found therein, a skill that only he, the Messiah, can claim. In the cryptic word find, we, the lost sheep of the house of Israel, are learning of our inheritance, which includes wealth as well as success. Most importantly, we are learning and understanding that Yahweh ben Yahweh is our only salvation, and he is the only Savior who has come with the universal message of peace. Thank you for joining us in the universe of Yahweh. And now we'd like to invite all of you to pray with us as we turn to the east with outstretched hands and say a prayer to our Heavenly Father, Yahweh, the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Come, let us pray. Tefillah, Ave Nu Shabbat Shemayim, Yikar Desh Shemeaka, Tavo Malkuteaka, Yase Razonka, Kiva Shemayim Kain Ba'aretz, Et Lekam Kukenu, Tain Lanu Hayom, Uslak Lanu, Al Kartienu, Kimo Shasol Kim, Gamanaknu, Lakoteum Lanu, Veal Tefienu, Lade Nisayom, Kim Kalsenu, Minhara, Kilaka, Hamumlaha, Veha Givera, Veha Tiferet, Leolame, Olamin Sila. We thank thee, O Yahweh, O living and eternal King, who has so mercifully restored our souls within us. Selah. Praise Yahweh, and always remember that the Father Yahweh and his Son Yahweh ben Yahweh love you, and your host loves you too. Shalom Aleichem.
To order the companion book to the series, The Messiah Revealed, call 1-800-967-PEACE. That's 1-800-967-7337. And when you call, ask about the special discount on the Royal Priesthood. Videos of this program are available. When ordering, please refer to the program number on the screen.
You can now access the divine mind of Yahweh ben Yahweh on the internet at the address on the screen.